did not speak any English, and literally stowed away to Florida for opportunity. And what do? I have to redo my signs. I have to redesign my business cards. Those are 21st century problems. Was your internet jacked up on the airplane? Going, 500 miles an hour at 40,000 feet. Was your internet janky? I'm so sorry for you. They didn't serve you a soda and Coach. You didn't get to have a drink. I mean, oh man, those are 21st world problems. So the first time I met Carlos, I knew I met somebody special. And he learned the language. He brought his beautiful girlfriend from Dominican Republic to Florida, Rosemary. They got married. They have a beautiful family. They've totally succeeded down in Florida in real estate. They find eXp. They're massive leaders. And what you'll find about them, if I was to describe this couple in one word, it would be love. Yeah. They're the sweetest couple. Carlos and Rosemary, get up for you. You big old love loves. Do you love?
Wow, all right, so opportunity. Opportunity is why we're in eXp, right? Yeah. Opportunity. We came because we wanted to grow. We came because we wanted to conquer. And so did we. We came to the United States looking for opportunity. We came to eXp looking for opportunity. 1,500 agents. How do immigrants who didn't know the language, who electricity and water was a celebration when we got it, how do we end up here? We end up here because we don't blink. We commit. When opportunity knocks, a lot of you guys have opportunities to grow more, have opportunities in your Rolodex, have opportunities to make some calls, and you overthink it. You stay in fear. I've been around the dinners, I've been around the conferences, and people ask me, how? How did you guys do it? We just did it. We just got it done. We did not blink. In life, we must take big risks for a chance at big rewards. Sure, I came undocumented to the United States without even knowing what that meant, without even knowing the ramifications that was going to have for years and years to come in my life, because the opportunity presented itself, because my mom and my dad gave me all they could so that someday I could give back to them. And because I took that leap of faith, and yes, it was my decision at 15, because I took that leap of faith and I took that big risk, I was able to retire them, to buy them a home. My dad is no longer working. My mom hasn't worked for years. And it's all because I took that risk to come to America, the land of dreams, where dreams come true, where we all have the same opportunity to grow. And then we joined eXp, and we didn't blink when we knew he needed to call this couple right here. Gil Ramos and Lorena Cardano. Now, I'm a small little team. My first year I sold 3 houses. My second round I only sold 7. No overnight success. Rosemary was cleaning bathrooms, cleaning houses to support us, while I was a full-time agent selling 3 houses. You can only imagine how that went, right? She used to get back to our empty apartment, because all we had was a sofa bed. And she used to get back and find me there. It's like, do you still have house there? I was like, yeah, no, baby. And yet, she was all bruised and beat up because she had to scrub floors and clean toilets to pay the bills. So how does a guy like that calls a 120-person brokerage,
Yes.
the #1 brokerage 4 years in a row in his franchise, and says, hey, you should look at this? Because we didn't blink. We didn't think about it. We didn't overthink it. I didn't think I'm small. I haven't spoken to him in years. All I thought was like, hey, this guy's a baller. I'm going to call him. And sure enough, he went on to recruit over 1,000 agents for my organization. Makes me laugh. Then this guy calls me because he saw a blurry video on Facebook. Alex, hey, where's Alex? Thank you, Alex. He calls me. And he saw a blurry video on Facebook about meditation. And he calls and he said, hey man, you know, I see you're with eXp. Can you tell me a little bit about it? It's like, yeah, where are you from? It's like, oh, I'm from Stuart, Florida. Oh, that's 2 hours from where I'm at. I'll see you tomorrow. It's like, no, listen. I just want to know a little bit about it. I'm not ready to make a decision. I love it where I'm at. It's like, yeah, I'm going to come see you tomorrow. I did not blink. And so I did. I went and saw him the next day. I invited him to a mastermind just like this one. And next thing you know, he's in eXp and he's one of our top leaders. And then we have this lovely woman who crushed the stage earlier this morning, Veronica Figueroa. And Veronica Figueroa, I met her at a panel that I had no business being in, but again, I said yes to opportunity. In that panel, I was there. Veronica is selling like 700 transactions. The next person is selling 900 transactions. And I'm there selling 100 transactions. And, you know, I had no business being there. But at the end of that panel, Rosemary looks at me and said, hey, are you going to go talk to her? I was like, yeah, I'll go. I did not blink. And I leveraged the fact that Gil Ramos was about to join and started a conversation with Veronica about Gil, Veronica coming together, building an alliance, doing something amazing. And I told her Michael Reese was going to be in town, and I wanted to invite her to dinner with Michael Reese. Now, Michael Reese was not coming to town, but I sure was going to make him come to town. Because Michael had called me earlier and told me, hey Carlos, listen, I want to do some events, double your business, go to multiple markets. It's going to cost some money. We're going to have to rent some spaces, get some quality lunches and everything. It may not work, but I'm looking for a few people to do it. And I said, sure. I didn't blink.
Yes.
I said yes. And guess what? I committed first. And I said yes. I said yes. Until I had to say no, because I didn't even know how much this was going to cost me. But Michael Reese came to town, and I was willing to inconvenience myself, everything that I knew, everything that I was doing, my entire life, because I had a vision of a better future. So I ask you today, what is one life-changing decision that you haven't made? Who is the one person that you haven't called? What is the one strategy that you haven't implemented that could radically change your life? I ask you today not to blink. You have a lot of speakers that are going to come through this stage. A lot of people are going to be here bringing value. If you see something that you know inside of you that you need to do, if you know, you know. If you know, you do. Don't blink. And if you can't, you must. If you must, you can. We are a product of the choices that we make, not of our environment. Not where I came from, not the fact that I only sold 3 houses my first year, not the fact that I wasn't a big icon, a big broker. It was a choice that I made that led me here today. And I wanted to quit a lot of times. But at the end of the day, I always remember why I joined in the first place. And I exhort you guys to do the same. And then these two gentlemen taught me something that has changed everything for me, and that is you gotta be in the right rooms. You gotta seek the best to be the best. Major opportunity knocks twice in your life. For you guys, it may be the second time. Are you gonna pass up on that opportunity, or are you gonna conquer it? And that was actually a quote that Brent Gove gave to me, and it was amazing. And this gentleman, 10X. Woo, let's hear it for Grant. Yeah. All I did was this. I didn't know what I was doing. You guys are trying to find the strategies. How do I do this? How do I do that? Are you truly committed? That's all it takes. When you commit, you'll figure it out.
Yes.
When you truly commit, you'll figure it out.
It's my turn. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the ugly truth. The ugly truth is that whenever you make a decision to change your life and you want to do something big, the universe is going to test you. The universe is going to test you. People are going to come all around, especially your family, especially the people who care about you, the people that love you, because they don't want you to make a mistake and they want to take care of you. And they're going to tell you everything they think. And they are going to try to stop you from doing what you want. I have to admit that I did blink before we joined eXp. And that was because for the last recession, when we were at a brokerage, before we were independent, we were at a brokerage. This broker went bankrupt. He filed for bankruptcy. And he went bankrupt with over $20,000 that we had sold in commission. And I made Carlos German here, Juan Carlos German, my husband's so handsome. I made him promise me that he was never, ever, 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 ever going to join with another brokerage ever again. That's why we went independent. And he was doing great. He got into 30 under 30. Forbes magazine called him the ninja of real estate. And we had an amazing team, and we were doing great. So when he came back out of NAA Mastermind, he said to me, I want to join this brokerage called eXp. I thought he was crazy. And you can imagine how scared I was. Because I was like, we're not joining any other company. Like, we're not. And, I decided that I was going to stop him, So I went for it. Like, I was like, Glenn who? Glenn, I don't know this man. Like, and I was like, that man is a genius. And I was like, I don't know him. I don't know this man. I'm not going to put my life into his hands. Because the last broker, he filed for bankruptcy. And we went over $20,000 that we had made. And we had to kind of like start over. So no, there's the Latina inside of me came out. Yeah, I was like, no, Devita que no va, no, we're not gonna. He's like, the train, you don't understand, the train is gonna leave. And I'm like, the train can leave. No, don't get dressed, we're not going. So I was his first obstacle to, for us. Then he convinced me, kind of. But what I want to say is, can you I flip it? He's flipping it because I'm not a professional speaker here. I don't know how this works. Okay, so. Thank you. Thank you. No one else is supposed to understand your calling. I saw this the other day. No one else is supposed to understand your calling in life. It wasn't a conference call. Right? I wasn't there when he got the calling. I wasn't there, and I didn't understand. So, as a wife, I was worried, I was scared, and so I tried to stop him. And I said, you can join, and we'll see what happens. Because I don't know playing and these 7 levels, pyramid scheme type of stuff. I don't know, I was doubting everything. And I went for it when I couldn't find anything wrong with the company. I went for his personality, for his skill set, and our skill set, I was like, but you're small potatoes, this is for big brokers, and this is, we just have six agents, and how can you recruit 120 broker when, I don't know, I thought he was crazy. So yeah, I told him he's an introvert. He was an introvert, and this was for extroverts. Anything you can possibly think to stop a person, I did to stop my husband from trusting in this company because I was scared. And we have these, I can. Okay, I don't want to finish before I say this because this is very important. He didn't only have me telling him, what to do or anything, but we also, and I'm sure, some people in this room, can you go to the next one? We also have voices in our heads. I don't know who has an entire committee, but I do. I have an entire committee inside my head, and he has an entire committee inside his head, and they don't agree. They don't. And my entire committee don't agree with each other. They're like, you should do this, you should do that, you're not worthy, you don't deserve this, And so we have this thing that we do, and I want you to explain it before we finish. We do at home that help us, achieve the goals. How do we convince each other? How do we negotiate at home? It's called love and fear.
So the main thing is understanding that we can't make decisions when we are afraid, but we also can't make decisions when we're hungry or we need to pray. So what I ask is when Rosemary's afraid, when Rosemary is not making a good decision, not acting like herself, or I'm not acting like myself, we always ask each other, okay, are you hungry? And have you prayed today? And that can change the game dramatically. So, there's multiple things that have had tremendous success for us, but one of the biggest things has been taking action. Taking massive action. You guys need to take action on the things that you need to do. Because you've heard the videos, you've heard the presentations, you need to take massive action, and you need to understand that it's all about experiences. I paid this guy who we're going to hear tomorrow over $30,000 for coaching for this one thing. So you should take a photo. Because literally this is $30,000 worth of advice. And even though I'm over time, I'm going to make sure you guys get it. Who wants the $30,000 worth of advice even though I'm over time? You guys want it? Okay, good. People don't believe what they're told. They believe what they experience. Show them what it will be like to join before they join. It's about the experience. It's about showing them what it will be like to join, not telling them. They want to join you, what's in your heart, who you are as a person, what you have as a group, as a culture. And then the fortune is in the follow-up. You can't build shallow holes. You gotta follow up. I have a whole presentation on this that I did at the Sprint that you can find in this link, followtofortune.com. And in there I get into more actionable tactics that I've implemented to grow my organization. So definitely make sure you don't blink. Make sure you know and you follow that process. And then we'll leave you with this. You get in life when you have the courage to ask for it. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have the courage to make the calls, if you don't have the courage to get into the panels, if you don't have the courage to get in your call and drive 2, 3, 4 hours, or invite people to events, buy them a ticket, bring them here, if you don't have the courage to ask somebody, will you join me? They will never join you, and you will never grow your organization. So please, do not blink, get it done. Thank you, God bless you.